Okay, and here we create a website portfolio, and it's actually on Adobe Portfolio. By now, you've all have the company portal installed, I hope. It's that little icon right there at the bottom of your screen, or it could be on your desktop. So that's how you can launch Portfolio, is by going in through the Creative Cloud, or you could actually launch it from the internet. So if you go to the internet and then type in Adobe Portfolio, you can launch it from there as well, and you can log in. Okay, so from the Creative Cloud, you're just going to open that up, and then you can launch it from right here. There's the search bar at the very top, and say Portfolio Web. Okay, if you're just now installing a new site, we're just going to click New Site. Generally for this class, we'll just do a welcome page just to kind of welcome people into the website. So whatever one you want to pick, whatever template looks good to you, you're just going to click on that. Okay, so for the pages, what you're going to need to do for the pages is they're right here for your website. We're going to go ahead and leave work off, but we're going to keep home. That's going to be our home page, so that's on. And then if you ever need to edit it, you can go ahead and do this or delete it. You would just go in here and or delete. Okay, for this home page, you're just gonna, for now, until I tell you otherwise, we would just say Tiffany Davis Photography, just your name and it's photography. And then anytime you need to change something, like this text box, you're gonna go into the upper left-hand corner. There's a drop-down menu, and then you can delete text. Or if you want to change the text color, you just highlight it, and you could change like the text, the font color, what type of font you want, and then the size of it, and also if it's centered, left or right. We don't want this one. We're not going to play around with that one yet, so we're just going to go ahead and delete text. We're going to go ahead and edit this button right now. Actually, we'll do that in a few minutes. The other page we want is we're going to go ahead and add a page, and this is going to be our portfolio, or you can say my work, and then we want that in the navigation, which means menu. So create that page, and now you can see that you have a couple pages here, portfolio and home, and anytime you need to edit them, you just click on that page and it'll bring you to it. Your portfolio page will need a photo grid. Okay, and this is how we add photos to our image or our page. So we'll go ahead and click photo grid, and then we upload files to it. If you need to select more than one file, just press the Control key down, and then you can select multiple ones. Okay, and then click Open. Once you have the photo grid up, you can keep adding to it as we go in this class. So no need to keep adding another photo grid. So we're going to keep adding to the same one. We can go down to Manage Images. And then here is where as we continue on with project 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we can add photos and upload them from here on out. And this is also where we can rename them. So every time you take a picture, you're going to rename it what it exactly was. And then we're going to keep our pictures in order that we take them. So our manual shot is going to be the first picture in our portfolio, and then the very last picture will be the last picture that we take this year. So the first ones were manual and auto, and then click Done. So once again, from here on out, you're just going to keep adding to that grid. Okay, same grid, and it goes in rows and columns. All right. There's also some plus buttons on the side. We're not going to mess around with that because all we want on this page is that grid. So we won't need to be adding anything else to this page. Okay, the last thing, we're going to go back to Pages. Okay, and then we're going to add an About Me page. So we click plus, Page, and then this is About Me. We leave it in the navigation. Don't make it our home page, and click Create Page. Okay, on this page, you're just going to add text. Okay, now if you can't see your text, you start typing, you can't see it. I can see a little bit right there. You're just going to highlight it, and then you can change the color of it so you can see it. And then once again, you can select how big you want it, and then the font, whether you want it centered left or right. Okay. For this one, you're supposed to enter your name. Oopsie. So if you missed class, this is what I had my class do. Let's change that color again. I'm going to make it left. So on this page, you would write a paragraph about yourself. So remember, this is a photography website, so you should mention something about yourself and something about photography. So on this page, please write a paragraph with your name. Where are you from? How long have you lived here? You're going to write down possibly, do you have any experience with photography? Maybe you took, you know, a yearbook class, or maybe you've done photography before. Maybe it's your hobby. You can, if you're not photography, you can talk about art. Maybe you're an artist. Some other things that you can talk about is just, you know, kind of, if it's about you, you want to maybe talk about some hobbies that you have. Like, for example, mine's photography. And then maybe things that you enjoy taking pictures of. Okay, that's a good start for an About Me page. So you should be about 5 sentences long, just to kind of for somebody to get to know you. So once again, it's going to be in paragraph style. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to pages. Last thing we want to do is make sure that the home page is linked. Okay, so we want that button. Once again, if we want to make any changes, we're going to go up there and then to the blue upper left, edit button. And then this is where if somebody presses on it, it's going to go to my work. So my portfolio page. You can change the color of the button. So you can go normal, and then how the text looks, the color of it, and then the button color right here. How see-through the button is. That means opacity. You can do like a hover over it. Okay, and then lastly, we definitely want, if somebody's pressing this button, to link it to the page with your portfolio on it. So with all of your images with that photo grid. All right, before you submit any links to me, because I will be asking for your portfolio link for every photo that we take in here, so I can check and make sure it's on there okay. You always press the green button and publish the site. Please double check and make sure your site works and that you have the right link. It takes me a lot of time if students don't have it working correctly to tell the student that it's not working correctly and they have to go back and fix it. So it's very time consuming. So let's just view our site. Okay, make sure that the portfolio button, when I click it, it goes to your portfolio page. Okay, and then if I hover it over, my manual and auto, the captions are showing. And then lastly, I go to my About Me page. Okay, and then obviously I would definitely need to change that blue to white. Okay, this is what you're going to give me the link right here. So make sure you copy the link straight out of this, and it says home or portfolio. Okay, if you give me this link that says editor in it, I won't be able to see it. So you got to make sure you publish it and then go and grab me this link. So I'm going to do Control-C, and then you would go into Teams, and then you would add it as an attachment. You say you'd attach the link in Teams, so Control-V to paste it. So for example, if I'm turning this link in to an assignment, I would view assignment. And then you would attach it down here under student work. So Control-V and attach a link. And that is how you get started with an Adobe Portfolio.